Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video I'm going to share my experience that I had with the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. And I started using this device in early January, so it's around 2.5 months since I've been using this. And this is not going to be a very technical review. This is sort of a end user experience with this device. I made some notes, so I'll just talk about this. If you want to go over the technical stuff of the Note Edge, I would suggest that you watch the unboxing video and other videos that I've made on the Edge. That'll give you a lot more info. And I would say this Note Edge is very similar to the experience that I had with the Note 4, barring the Edge screen. But according to me, due to this Edge screen, I'll talk about the functionality of the Edge screen later on, how I use it. But I feel that due to this Edge screen, the phone is a little bit wide to my liking. So it's a little bit of a wide phone. I don't have very big hands or very small hands, but I still feel the phone is a little bit wide. Now, if we talk about the other things that I experienced with this phone, like the voice calls, GPS and Wi-Fi reception, those were excellent. I did not face any issues regarding that. But again, in ergonomics, I would say the Note 4 is a lot more ergonomic than this Note Edge. This is definitely a wide phone. So if you're planning to buy this device, I would suggest that go to a local shop where this phone is available and pick it up and see if you're comfortable with the width. I feel it's a little bit wide to my personal liking. Now if we talk about the camera, I really like the camera on this, and I have taken a lot of pictures, and I'm actually pretty satisfied with the camera performance considering what we are getting for a smartphone. Again, yes, you can't compare it with very high-end DSLRs and stuff like that, but for a smartphone, I would say the camera performance is pretty decent on this device. Also, just about 2 weeks ago, I got the Android L update, that is the Android Lollipop update on this device. And I would say things have improved a little bit with the Android L update. And now the phone feels a lot more fluid in operations, and animations, etc. work actually pretty well now. I have already made a different video regarding the Android L update. So I would say the Android L update has made the phone a little bit better. And in terms of battery life, I would say the Android L has improved the battery life if you generally use it on Wi-Fi. But if you mainly use it on 3G or 4G, then I did not see any major difference in terms of battery life. Now, one thing that I don't like with this device is in general operations, I would say it's pretty responsive. But I have noticed this, and I've encountered this multiple times. When you immediately take a photo on the camera, and we generally have, for example, let me actually quickly take a photograph and let me try to show you. Now, I've taken this photograph and we have this icon to preview it. If you click on it, just notice. It sometimes takes, now it came just within a second, but sometimes it takes 3 to 4 seconds for that to come. So that is one lag that I notice on this device even after the Android L update. It does not happen every time, but it happens, I would say, almost 30 to 40% of the time. But apart from that, that lag, for the most part, I would say it handles the Android, L without any issues. As you can see, multitasking is pretty decent. There is that S Pen, and I would say I don't use it that much. I just use it like a mouse. I generally, even on my mobile devices, I like to browse the the full desktop variant. And in some of the sites that I use for my work, for example, YouTube Analytics, it gives us graphs, and to get more info, you have to hover over that graph, and you can do that with the mouse. But as this has the S Pen, I can do that even with the S Pen. So I have noticed that I use the S Pen mostly for those kind of stuff, and it works. I've also taken some notes when I was traveling, so that works. But again, I'm not a heavy user of the S Pen, but that's there if you like that functionality. Now, one biggest con that I have with this device is in terms of battery life. Don't get me wrong, it has decent battery life, but with most of the Note devices, we have started to expect great battery life. And that is certainly not the case with this. I would say it lasts me for a full working day without any issues, but I have to charge it at the end of the day if I am using it heavily. I just can't expect this phone to last for the next working day. To give you an idea, I would say I have also used the Note 4 and the Note 3. And in terms of battery life, if we compare it with the Note 4, I would say the Note 4 has 20% better battery life compared to this device. And in fact, the Note 3, I would say, has about 15% better battery life compared to Note 4. So I would say the battery life is okay, but not that great in my opinion. Next, the most important thing with this device is that if you're buying this is due to the edge screen. I generally do not use all the panels and stuff. I mainly use the edge screen for switching between the apps. I use it like a quick launcher, and that helps actually. I've gotten so used to this, and I generally test a lot of phones, so I miss that functionality. But it's sad to see that this edge screen functionality for switching between the apps, we won't find it on the Galaxy S6 Edge. So mainly I use the edge functionality for that, and also this edge functionality comes into use if you play a lot of music. Some of the music apps do support that, so you can just quickly forward, pause, etc. using the edge screen. I use the Rocket Player for playing MP3 music, and that works with the edge screen. Another thing that I've noticed with this device is that I use a lot of devices, but this is one device that has got a lot of attention. Every time I go in meetings or to weddings, etc., a lot of people are curious about this edge screen. They come to me and ask me about that. That's not the case with many other phones that I've used. So definitely it's an attention grabber, I would say. So overall, I would say it's a decent phone. It is working fine for me now. I've been using it for 2.5 months. And as a general phone, it does perform pretty well. And yes, you have the edge screen. But again, as I told you, I use the edge screen just for the two tasks, mainly for just switching between the apps. And sometimes when I play music, I can use the edge screen to forward, pause, etc. I would say it's a decent phone, but some of the things that I don't like about this phone is the battery life. Battery life, I would say, should have been slightly better. And second thing is, the phone is a little bit wide to my liking. So these were my opinion regarding the Note Edge after using it for about 2.5 months or so. Do let me know if you like this sort of format for reviews. I can do this for some of the products if I have used them for extended periods of time. Again, don't forget to check out some of the other videos that I have made on the Note Edge to get a general broader overview about this device. So thanks for watching this video. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.